beautiful people, what's poppin'? Welcome to another exciting edition of 360 Vibes, your one-stop show for everything and anything in the world of entertainment, music, comedy, fashion, lifestyle, gossips, anything entertainment, anything that keeps you entertained, we got you covered. I am Victoria Akondi on Instagram, Victoria_extra, and of course, 360 Vibes is not just for a person. We have our vibers, the crew, the gang, the pretty ladies
on location.
Hello.
Hi everyone.
Hi.
How are we doing?
Very well.
That's good. Okay, hi guys. My name is Joyoma, Joy Uchejem Shin_Joyoma on Instagram, and it is lovely to be here.
Hi guys, and welcome back to the show. It's your girl Queen on Instagram at Alex Renner. Stay jiggy.
So guys, today's edition promises to be exciting because we've got lots of good gist for you. So you know how we roll. I just need you guys to relax, just calm down before we give you the tea. And right now we'll go on the short break, and when we are back, we are bringing you all the little and tiny details. Stay with us. Welcome back, guys. So something quite intriguing happened over the course of the weekend, and Joy will be giving us every detail. Over to you.
Well, I am deeply honored to be the one giving you guys the gist based on the fact that I'm not Yoruba, but I'll try and give you all the details that we've acquired so far. So basically, everyone in Nigeria, so long as you're on Instagram or you're on any social media app, you must have heard of the Ojude Oba festival. It's a Yoruba festival that's really come a long way, all the way from the 19th century, and it just encompasses the Yoruba people going to greet the king of the Ijebu land, if I'm correct, after a successful Salah festival. So it happens every year, but recently it has taken a new turn because trust Yoruba people, they've taken it to a different level entirely. Now it doesn't just concern the Yorubas, it's a whole Nigeria activity.
Yeah.
It's a national affair at this point. So over the weekend we had another edition, the 2025 edition of the Ojude Oba, and it was lit because there were lots of differences in this particular season because usually we're having really interesting people come up with the performances, the horse riding, the fashion, just name it, it's all been there. But then this year, we got like an influx of celebrities representing their own tribe and families in this Ojude Oba thing. So it was really interesting. We had Lil Kesh, we had Vector, we had Latif, all the content creators, they all represented. So today we'll be just looking at this thing because it has come a long way. What do you guys think, first of all, about the fashion? Let's just talk about the fashion. What do you guys think about everything?
Oh my, I honestly, I didn't really come to know of Ojude Oba till last year, but I just always know that there was something going on. But last year was that year where it was brought to the limelight. Thankful, the King of Steeds really brought it to the limelight. I'm like, okay, and these women that had this, they are very fine shades on. What actually stands out for me is just the uniformity. It's just so beautiful. So you get to have different families wear the same attire, what we call and co. Like you see, like family A, the same attire, everybody. Even to some of them, if you check some of them well, even to the shoes, especially the women. Like the level of coordination,
They have
like they have like similar shades, similar, even the geles are tied the same style. So the ipele, the outfit, the same. You know, like it's not like the regular O1 bed. Everybody would sew different style. Everybody would sew uniform styles, like the same thing. And then the horse riding is also beautiful to see all these guys and the ladies riding the horse, the female horse riders. Yeah, it's just so beautiful, like likes of Princess Adeshile and also some other people. So it's just so beautiful to see the outfits. Damn it,
100.
I'm sorry, but the outfits always on fleek. They are so okay. Like Especially for the
Everything is
men.
just tame,
It's
yeah.
not that ashoke, the normal day is even expensive. You will now use the whole ashoke to make
Agbada.
a full-blown agbada. Wow. We must really give it to them. I would like to commend their level of coordination. I like to commend the effort put into it year, and they don't miss it.
Yeah, like they
Every
don't miss
year,
it.
it's like it's an annual event. Every year they come and they, they always put up a show. So I really like to give it to them. Like,
Actually,
and this year they did not disappoint at all.
they actually reset the standards again. It was actually wonderful to see, especially like you mentioned, the horse riding. But let's think about how much they actually spend in doing all of this, because
It should be a lot, because I think like them planning and everything. Let's just say I got to find out that they even plan the next year's outfits a year before, like a month before they even go for the main festival, and like they plan next year. I'm like, who is giving you guys the colors? Because the color combos are something else.
And the
I'm
colors
seeing
don't
purple.
clash.
Yes, they don't
clash.
clash.
They're
I think every
uniform.
family comes out like, oh, we have green, we have blue, we have white. Don't pick blue. Don't do this. So let's know our family, and it's very, 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 very unique. The women, you guys are trying like your gele. I literally saw like a family wearing, I think they all had red lipstick. Like all of them had red lipstick. I'm like, oh. And their shades, everything was just given.
100%.
And I like the fact that younger people are now like seeing it to be like a thing of like they're participating in it. They're not just leaving it to the fathers and the mothers to do their thing. Like everyone is just coming in to actually rep the culture, and it's really, really beautiful. Seeing the girls ride horses for me is
Like,
Yeah,
really
it
amazing.
was.
it's amazing.
So
There's a
speaking
particular
about-
girl.
yeah.
A
That
particular
gave the
girl.
Alte vibe.
Oh my
Yes,
God, the
ring
piercings.
and everything. The
Like,
it was giving
girl.
aura.
like,
Or like just
body.
very great.
everyone was
Jesus.
asking, who is this person?
And you
Who
guys-
is this person?
And you guys remember
Like,
the lady on
This
skirts?
lady.
There was this lady with
The Gen Z
winter
body.
boots. You know,
Yes, I will
I
tell
just
you.
got back.
Yeah.
She had winter boots on. She had the actual mini skirt. I was like, okay, don't worry. As time goes by, the whole culture is going to rub off on you. But let's look at it from this aspect: the fact that we keep upholding our culture, our heritage, and people get to see these things in the diaspora. People on the international scene, they get to see these things and they appreciate it, because
like it.
you don't get to see that kind of
Anywhere.
formation in a while.
yeah.
And when you see people coming together to agree and put up a show and display
What
of
they
the
do.
richness of the culture, of the Ijebu culture, the Yoruba people culture. So I'd just like to commend you that, okay, these are the things that we need to invest in to ensure that our culture is preserved. Yes, now with the influx of all media and everything,
Everyone
so
has been,
you just
yeah.
have to keep pushing that narrative. And let's look at it from this angle. So you remember this man, Oriagba Farouk, the king
Yeah.
of stills. As of last year, his child did not come for what are they calling
The
it?
festival.
For the festival. But you know, when he went viral last year and he was everywhere, this one had to come in this year, and the son was like,
Okay.
I also want to ride the horse. So you
Yeah.
can see that when we keep doing these things, when we keep appreciating our own culture, people would also appreciate it with us. But if we keep relegating it and like, oh, it doesn't matter, people too would not even know, oh, how important it is. And this is how we keep passing it from one generation to another. So you know that the next generation will also pick this up, okay, from this generation to another generation,
Definitely.
adding it over to the next generation. That way the culture is preserved.
Actually,
I like the fact that I think Farouk never saw it coming last year. Maybe he was just doing his normal thing, and it was like it's time to just shine. And trust me, he got deals. I got to know that he is a cancer survivor, and also he has actually come out to actually advocate for better things in Nigeria. He was part of Airtel advertisements and everything. Like,
He's an Airtel ambassador
like
now.
I'm like, well done. And now this year, he didn't just come with just one outfit. He came with 2 outfits, and people are like, okay, we're looking for his blonde. We're looking for his blonde. Like, oh, where is he? Because that just gave him that bad vibe. Or I liked it, and it was really, really amazing. Leave Nigerians with that bad belly. One person dragging him, dragging that was he wearing that we've hyped it too much. You people must always find
no,
problem.
definitely.
You must always look for problem. But
Yeah.
Just good.
There'll always
And
be like cyber bullies and everything,
Of
but then
course.
we also look at the tourism aspect because apparently I saw a post online where a white couple dressed in Yoruba outfit and they were like, next year they are definitely
Of
coming
course,
to
of
Yeah.
course.
Ojude Oba, and I was just so proud, like, okay, Nigerians are really pushing this thing
Yeah.
forward, and even the parts where it just brings people together. Like I'm pretty sure
Exactly.
Nigerians in diaspora, especially Yoruba people, they'll be interested in
Yeah,
this. They
people
want to
that fly in,
invest.
yeah, people
I
that
mean,
fly in just to okay,
Just
come
to
and
attend
witness
this thing and to
the
ride the
events.
horses, and it may seem like it's a lot of activity, but then it's going to only get bigger from here on
Of
out.
course.
Because last year we talked about it and we're like, okay, we're looking forward to next year, and this year they really blew it up again. So next year it's even going to be
A top notch.
yes.
I feel they should even get a bigger
going to-
space because
At this point,
At least the stadium is
Without
not big
more-
enough.
wow,
Coming
it was
in.
crazy. Like seeing everyone drag. I saw
Like, there was no
I saw a
space.
video of our one of our actors that acted. I think I forgot the name of the movie exactly, but he was pushing. He was like, you stop, you stop dragging me now. Stop dragging me. But leave trust Nigerians to always pull you anywhere.
Yeah,
Just be
exactly.
ready.
Because
Maybe a bigger space will do, please.
hopefully if they can get it, and also maybe try working on the crowd management, because I was watching the videos and honestly there were lots of people.
Of course.
And even the people were crowding the horses, like there was even no space for the horses to jump and all of that. And it was risky for the horses to even jump, because what if it accidentally hit someone? But luckily there was nothing of that this year. But then with the influx of celebrities into these events, there are going to be
Oh
more
my,
content
and
creators, there are
content
going to be
creators.
more,
Oh
everyone's
my
to be more
goodness.
cameras, more
But
videographers,
I actually like it that way. That means
We
more
like it.
content for we, the viewers, are
Yeah,
own.
true,
That way we get to
true,
see
true.
more.
Definitely. But then that means there'll be more fans, and then they need to really work on crowd management. Because I came across a post on Twitter where a videographer who allegedly had all the passes was still pushed aside by security because of the crowd,
Large crowd.
basically.
And you know, this kind of thing, yeah, I don't know how they want to restrict the crowd, because we have different people. Okay, maybe we'll say, okay, for each family, you have a number of persons that are coming in. But like you said, we
Yeah.
have tourists that like they're like, we want to come and witness what is going on. I don't know, maybe they'll start giving passes at the gate to.
I think they already had
They
passes.
should.
They already had passes, so
But
I
then-
guess it's
You know, like,
because
trust
it
Nigerians
blew
now.
up.
Yeah, it
and
did.
people went there uninvited.
Definitely. I mean, if you're close to that kind of event,
I would
who
go.
wouldn't
I
want
would
to
definitely
go?
want to go. Going on,
Like I saw
actually.
kids, I saw little kids. I saw a girl, like a very little boy. I think probably he's like maybe not up to 10, but he was riding a horse. I'm like, boy.
Okay,
Wow.
okay.
like the horse was literally like there's this position or style like he gives like with his I
With
think
his front
legs.
legs.
Yeah, exactly. So like it went up again, and people were like one more. I'm like one more. He was very small, but he could handle the horse, and that can actually be like an exercise.
I didn't know that they prepare,
there's
prepare
a
for
game.
this old horse riding thing, because there was a time I checked Farouk's page, Mr. Farouk's page, and then like months before,
One
they
month.
actually rehearse their horse
What you
riding.
do.
Like they
Definitely.
train before, even
Yeah.
the morning before they go outside, they actually practice this thing so that we'll not have an accident riding
Exactly.
the horse. I feel like I'll also commend that too, because everything takes intentional planning and preparation. So
Sure.
I'll give it to the Ijebu people on
They
this.
try.
Like,
Thumbs up, guys.
we're not even talking about the economic activity that will go on in that area. I
The
mean,
money.
businesses will
No, no,
sell
no,
if
no,
you're
no,
if
no.
you're into snacks
There's
or
money in
food, because they will need.
Nigeria.
God,
my
I beg.
God.
Because tell me how much you're spending. Wait,
that
sorry,
is-
is there an award? Because I really want to know.
I think there might
I
be.
think there was supposed
I
to be,
think
but there
might be.
wasn't. There wasn't.
I don't know,
during
because-
I
the
don't know if
event.
maybe each family has to maybe a family will end up winning something at the end of the day, but I don't know, because I don't know.
Because the zeal they have, it's uncalled. I'm sorry, not like it's uncalled for, but like if maybe they love it, there should be like a special kind of love they have for this thing, because they are all ready for it.
Or do you think that
Brands are even
yeah.
signing deals with people like
Yeah.
just
To
to
sponsor their
showcase.
outfits.
Yes.
Like it's a lot, and when I'm hearing like the amounts people spend, I'm like, just for a day festival, like you save up money for a whole year just for a day. For me, like
do you know that aside from what we are seeing, you know that by the time they go home, there's going to be another party.
yeah,
And that we are
after
not
party,
getting
yeah.
to see. I hope you guys know that we are not even seeing everything that runs down at the event.
Definitely.
We're just seeing what's happening on field, on set. You know, these
Yeah.
people will end up going, we cannot just stay that kind of gala and not eat food, good food.
The food has to
so I'm just sure
match.
that after the whole, parade and horse riding, when they get home to their space, there's probably a big party.
Sure, yeah.
Definitely, but
This is beautiful.
we have to give it up for them. It's a really beautiful idea, and
We'll
I've been
try.
saying it I feel like other tribes should like really pick something like this up. But then we cannot forget the fact that this thing has been a long time coming. Since the 19th century it has been coming up. But I feel like we can...
I believe other
can
tribes
imitate
do
this.
have. They might not really, it might not really blow up on social media, but I believe other tribes have. For instance, now Ilorin, I know they have something like that. They have things like this in the north. But these things are not being showcased on media. So I feel if we have more people, you know, putting it out there, we get to like, oh, because I'm so sure that most of our villages, we all have festivals.
True.
Yes,
even those masquerade festivals.
There's masquerade festival, there's New Yam festival, and there are a lot of things that go into this preparation, you know, the whole diversity. But I feel if we get to see more of it on media, we'll get to appreciate it more.
That's true. It actually shouldn't just go into extension because it's very important. Like
of course,
everybody should just come in. And seeing young people get involved is very important.
Yes. So when are you going for your New Yam festival? Which
I don't. We don't
festival
celebrate.
Do you have in your village?
Christmas Day. Come, I'll take you to
This one's
Bonny
a Western
Island.
child.
I'll take you to Bonny Island. Christmas
For
is
masquerade
good.
festival.
Yes.
Okay.
We
So
literally do almost same thing
too.
too.
Social media,
Because
same
people
for
actually
me.
wear same outfits, everything down to their footwears and everything. Like I'm a Bonny girl. You
I think
definitely say.
just to
definitely
intensify
say
the
please.
publication, like okay, just put it out there. The same way we're crowded with Ojude Oba.
You guys should come. You guys should come to my face. You enjoy it.
Give us a formal invitation,
Yes,
please.
we
Oh
will.
my god! Oh my god! So we've had definitely had a good time talking about Ojude Oba. So right now we'll just take a breather, we'll go on a short break, and be right back with the rest of the gist. Stay with us. Welcome back, guys. So now we'll be going to the streets of Twitter, and this is something that I find quite sensitive, and we need to discuss more often because people shy away from having that conversation. So there's this young man that came out, you know, with a tweet, and just decided to share what is going on with him. So it says that he's devastated that he recently ran a test because of his situation, and that the worst is that I can say this right, sperm cells are completely dead. The sperm cells are completely dead. And he said that on the 1st of October, he will be 34, and he has no kids. His sperm cells are dead, and he loves kids, but he can't have his. So now, he says that what will be his excuse when the pressure from family to get married comes? What will he tell them? That he is depressed and confused, and he cries whenever that result flashes.
Very good.
So, ladies, this is a very, very sad situation. And
sorry,
I'm sending all my love and to this guy.
I'm rooting for you. I'll be rooting.
And I really hope he gets a solution out of this, because I hope there's something that can be done medically to this.
Hopefully.
So now, ladies, let's look at this from this angle. When it comes to the issue of childbearing, most especially in the world, in Africa, in Nigeria, most of the times, people blame the woman. I might be wrong, but I feel like majority of the times, like 75%, people really just go straight to the point and blame the woman for any fertility issue that she's having in her marriage. Any form of delay, it goes straight to the woman. Some people go as far as saying that, oh, maybe the woman, did some wrong things when she was young, was have terminated pregnancies, or she's having fertility issues. And people don't even have the conversation that, okay, what if it is the guy? The same way they blame the woman for always giving birth to girl child.
Yes.
Not only that, it depends on the sperm that the husband produces. That is not the fault of the woman when she gives birth to a girl. It is actually from the guy, from the spouse, from the man. So what do you think about this? How can we change this narrative? Like, generally, over to you, ladies.
First of all, I'm just going to appreciate this guy for coming out with this. I mean, I know he's going through a lot right now. I can only sympathize. I really hope that he's healed. I mean, miracles can happen.
Of course.
Or something medical can be done to solve this. But then I'm glad that he brought this up, because now it shows that it's not just the women that are fighting for, women supporting women and all of that. But seeing a man that's come forward to say he's actually having this issue. So when peradventure he gets married tomorrow out of family pressure, as you already mentioned, and then there's an issue with childbearing. At least now we know that most times it's not from the woman. But in the same way, I mean, I saw a comment on that where someone was saying that the way the people take women fertility very serious, it should also push for men that are having these problems. Because but thank God for technology. There's surrogacy, you can adopt. I know it's not going to be the same thing as having your own child, but then there are other options. But I'll still push for this, that if there's going to be any issue in any marriage for whatever reason, because of childbearing, it should be an issue of, okay, the woman will check herself and the man will also get himself checked. Not that they'll just like blame it on the woman. It doesn't make sense. But then we should have more men coming out. Because I feel there's a little bit of shame in this. Most people don't like listening to men. They'll be like, okay, you're infertile, that's it, you're done, you're dead. But for women, they're like, okay, you can adopt, you can look for other solutions. But for men, most ladies will not marry a man that they already know is infertile. So I feel like if you can set a standard.
What's not the point of us now saying I do now? I don't understand.
That's the thing. That's why there should be.
Hello.
I know every woman wants every woman. Okay,
Sorry.
let's not say every woman. Most women want to carry children. So we don't want to carry children because to ruin their shape and all of that. So I feel like if men can come out, so there'll be less issue of women going through a lot in marriages. Men should be able to come out and say, okay, I'm having this issue. Be upfront, especially in relationships, so that when you finally get married, your wife will not be going through a lot and you'll be silent.
And she'll not be caught unaware.
Exactly. So let's just build this standard of, okay, being upfront about this thing. Because most women, we hear stories of women going into marriages and find out that their husband cannot do anything. So it's very sad. So I'm really happy that this guy came out. I just wish that more men who have these issues will also come out to save women distress.
Also, can we normalize having both the male and female go for all these series of tests? Okay, because we see, oh, the woman is going for fertility tests, genes tests, that. Although I know that some men will do that, but let's normalize it. If your wife is going for these tests, you should also do as well. And I really hope that people are not going out there falsifying results. Because you know that people can go out there and just forge results, you know, just to, cover themselves, you know. So let's also normalize making both the wife and the husband run this test and it may just make it a safe space with your partner. Make it a safe space with your partner. I understand that everybody wants to have. It's a surprise that some people don't want to have children. Some people are like that. They don't want to have children. So you never can tell who you're going to like find or who you will ever fall in love with. But please, let's just be truthful and helpful. Please don't marry a woman and after 10 years she's finding out that you are the reason why
for her sorrows. Like
she has been crying and having sleepless nights and she has been going for vigil. That'll be that's the highest level of heartbreak and betrayal, because she's going out there because how do you even sleep at night seeing that woman is going all through different sort of insults? People call her barren, and people will not even say, oh, they will not even think towards, oh, maybe it's the husband that is at fault. People go as far as calling her barren, as insults, and she practically bears the whole shame, and then you didn't even try to even hint her that, oh, I'm sorry, I am the one at fault, or you even join them to even gaslight her and even manipulate her.
Some men don't even know that they are the problem.
Please, that they are the problem. So when things like this occur, let's normalize having both the males and female run this test. And if you think you find yourself in that situation, please be open about it.
For me, it's too late. How can you be 34 years and you're just finding out that this is it?
We never can tell what the medical line asks for him. Never can tell. But with the way he's saying it, it seems like there's no solution.
There's no solution. But there is nothing Jesus cannot do. Yeah. God is a miraculous Father. He does everything. So can be praying, join prayer, morning, nights, do fasting.
We've heard miracles of women who didn't have wombs.
Exactly. Something will come. So don't lose faith. Don't lose faith.
And you can always opt for adoption.
Yeah. Yes, that's there too.
Adoption too.
Not everyone likes adoption.
We have many kids
imagine you now grow up and you now tell the child that I adopted you.
You don't need to tell the child. I feel like this is one of the problems we have in Nigeria. We feel like, I understand if okay, the desire to have your own child, but I feel like worst case scenario, adopt a child the same love you'd have shown to your own biological child. show it
Yes.
to that child. And you don't necessarily have to tell the child that I am not your
adopted.
parent.
But I
Although
feel
when
you
you
should tell your
finally,
child.
although when you finally come, sometimes miracles happen later on, and then the couple later gets their own child. Just make sure you continue that same
So
love,
that's the level of love,
because
yes.
that's where
What-
the
what
issues
if-
most
what-
likely starts.
What if you literally watch movies when the child is adopted and he has gotten to a level that, oh, he's self-aware and he has money, and he goes around looking for his father and his mother. It happens. Am I the only one that has watched
It's
movies
true.
like that?
No, we've
Yeah,
seen
yeah,
It
it.
true.
happens. Yeah,
Not-
that's-
yeah,
so
that's
imagine.
good.
So do you now lie to the child?
Not like
No, I feel
you
like-
don't like. I won't call it lie. Just I guess probably they never had that kind of conversation to. There was never that conversation to open up that, oh, I am not your parent biologically. I feel like if there is no need to, you know that sometimes you probably going to adopt that child from the orphanage home and the parents are probably not in the picture. I don't feel like there's a need to, but except
But
if
then
the
sometimes-
parents are in the in the picture, rather. You might want to, although there's a need for, accountability to have that conversation.
Yeah,
but it depends on the relationship. And there's sometimes you might not want to tell the child not to dampen the
Their
self-esteem. See, there are some things that when they are kids, they do not understand.
No,
So
definitely,
maybe
when they
later
are
on
kids.
in
Yeah,
life,
later on, yeah,
you
that's
can
what
have
I'm
that
saying.
conversation. Because at that stage, they might not really understand, oh my God, you're not my mom, you're not my daddy, nobody loves me. No, I was abandoned, all those kind of conversation. You don't want to have that for the self-esteem of that child.
But then there are different reasons why a parent should still let their child know if they're adopted. Because number one for me, Sha, is the health reasons. I mean, imagine something happens and you want
and you're
to
like,
give blood,
finding
or
out-
you need the genes or something like that, and then the child later finds out that, oh, so you were the one who gave birth to me, but our blood don't
not
match, our
compatible.
genes don't match. So what are you not telling me? So I feel like honestly, it's just the best policy. But
Maybe
then
later
it's
on
just
the
best
child
to
is-
wait. Maybe when the child has gained a
Understands
certain
and
level of
understands
maturity,
life better.
then you can still give the truth. But I feel like the truth should always prevail anyway.
the mother-in-law.
So, wow, we've gotten to discuss
It was deep.
quite a lot. And that was quite insightful, like really very insightful. And before we just wrap up, I'd just like to say this to everyone, that you don't know what each person is going through. You don't know what battle each person is fighting. So just always try to extend grace to each person and, quit cyberbullying, quit being like evil to anybody. Don't say hurtful things to people, and don't shame people based on their circumstance, because you never tell what keeps them up at night crying, basically.
Yeah.
So on this note, we are going to wrap up the show. Thank you very much for sticking through till the very end. So till we come your way on the next edition, do well to stay safe.
All right.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.